Good morning to everybody. Today we will go to start anatomy of flowering plants, that is part 2. I am Dr. Arun Kumar Rath from Sri Jaydev College of Education and Technology, Bhubaneswar. You know that in the first class the anatomy is the section or details internal structure of different plant parts. We have discussed already the tissue and tissue system, and today we will go to learn exactly the anatomy of root, that is dicot and monocot, anatomy of the stem also dicot and monocot, anatomy of leaf also dicot and monocot, and after that we will go for secondary growth. So today we will learn only the 4 different part or subsection of our anatomy 2. So before going to start in details, first you should know what is root, what is stem, what is leaf. And we know that root is the underground parts of the portion of the plant which is positively geotropic and hydrotropic, and the above part of the aerial portion of the plant is the shoot or the stem. Again the shoot possesses branch, branchlets, leaf, leaflets, etc. As per the syllabus, we should learn the internal structure of particularly the root, the stem, the leaf. And before that we already learnt about the external structure, and that is known as morphology. So external structure studies the morphology of the plant is plant morphology, and internal structure is called as anatomy. So we will go to start directly the root anatomy, and we should know about the little bit important features of the root anatomy. After that we will go to start the internal structure of dicot root anatomy and internal structure of monocot anatomy. And you know that if we cut the internal structure of the root, the external layer is the epidermal tissue system. However, in root anatomy, the external tissue or the epidermal tissue system, the outer layer is called as epiblema, not the epidermis, because it possesses the unicellular root hairs. So due to presence of unicellular root hairs and numerous number, so the term epidermis has been changed to epiblema. Next to that we should learn about the vascular bundles, and you know about the vascular bundle in root anatomy in vascular tissue system, that is the radial in nature. That means the xylem and phloem patches are found in different radius, and xylem is exarch, that means protoxylem present towards periphery and metaxylem present toward the center. So xylem is diarch to polyarch, arch means arm, bahu. तेणु आम देखा दीटा पैच जदि जाइलेम थिबो ताकु आमे कहबा डायर्क, यदि मेनी पैच थिबो ताकु आमे कहबा पॉलीआर्क. सो एक्सार्क इज डिफरेंट and diarch to polyarch is different. Then below the epiblema we will get the hypodermis. So in case of stem these are present, but in case of root the hypodermis, bundle sheath and cambium are totally absent in normal root anatomy. But in later stages actually what happened, the cambiums are developed. Now we will go to start dicotyledonous root or anatomy of dicot root, or we can say dicot root anatomy. So we know that the outermost layer is the dicot root is epiblema, and also know it contains unicellular root hairs. The cortex consists of several layers of thin walled parenchymatous cells. Just below the epiblema we will get the cortex. So cortex is thin walled and parenchymatous. The innermost layer of the cortex, we know that it is called as endodermis. So endodermis having a waxy layer that is chemically sovereign and generally named as Casparian strips, which is impermeable to water. We know that the vascular bundle is radial, xylem is diarch to exarch and also exarch. ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ରିପିଟ୍ କରୁଛି, diarch to exarch means दुईटा पेज रो xylem थिबो एवं मैक्सिमम थिबो 6टा एवं exarch means protoxylem present towards periphery and metaxylem present towards center. So that condition is exarch. And what is radial? Now radial is generally different patches of xylem and phloem are found in different radius, not in the same radius. So if we will go to the details, anatomy जदि हमें देखिबा details, and this is the outline view. हमें ट्रांसवर्स सेक्शन एमिति का काटिलु, काटिला परे कौन हेछि ना आउटलाइन व्यू हमर आसिला एवं दैट इज अ ग्राउंड प्लान एवं एठी कौन हेछि ना ताकू मैग्निफाई हमें करिछु किछि पैच नेलु एवं ताकू मैग्निफाई करा गला. सो इट इज एनलार्ज और मैग्निफाइड डायग्राम राइट हैंड साइड एवं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड रे रहिछि हमर ग्राउंड प्लान. एंड इफ विल गो द ग्राउंड प्लान, outermost is the root hair, epiblema रहिछि, तापरे रूट हेयर एंड रूट हेयर. Due to presence of root hair, the epiblema is piliferous in nature. Then inner to that is the cortex. Then inner to that is the what? Now particularly your endodermis. Then the red colors are the xylem, and particularly the green or bluish color is the phloem. And in between the xylem and phloem will get a structure that is called as conjunctive tissue. एठी जहा अच्छी ताकू मैग्निफाई करिकी हमें करिछु. एठी राइट हैंड साइड डायग्राम रे पूरा डिटेल्स अच्छी. सो प्रेजेंस ऑफ यूनिसेलुलर रूट हेयर्स मेनी नंबर्स. देन रूट हेयर्स आर जनरली डेवलप्ड फ्रॉम एपिब्लेमा, सो इट इज पिलिफेरस इन नेचर. एंड इनर टू दैट वी विल गेट द कॉर्टेक्स. कॉर्टेक्स आर थिन वॉल्ड एंड इनरमोस्ट लेयर ऑफ द कॉर्टेक्स इज द एपिडर्मिस. जो देखो ब्राउन कलर और रेड कलर अच्छी एवं रेड कलर अच्छी ब्राउन कलर रही एवं किछि जगह जो रेड कलर अच्छी सेठी कौन हेछि ना दीज आर द पैसेज सेल एवं जो रेड कलर नाही सेठी थिक वॉल्ड एवं सेथिरे कास्पारियन स्ट्रिप्स अच्छी एवं ता तळको हमर रहिछि पेरिसाइकल. पेरिसाइकल इज आल्सो थिन वॉल्ड. देन इनर टू पेरिसाइकल हमें देखो एठी रहिछि केतेटा आर्क ना टेट्रार्क कंडीशन एवं ये हला xylem, रेड कलर इज xylem. And bahar pate this is the protoxylem, this is the metaxylem. So xylem condition is exarch and tetrarch in this diagram. Then is the particular the phloem. So the green color, the bluish green color is the phloem, and in between the phloem and xylem we will get the conjunctive tissue. So these are the conjunctive tissue. So this is the outline and enlarged diagram of a dicot root. तो आमे जहा कहिथिलु ए डायग्राम रे सब गुडा गोटे गोटे मेंशन हे कि अछि. तो नेक्स्ट आमे जिबा anatomy of monocot root. तो monocot root रो anatomy रे important point कोन अछि ना the anatomy of the monocot root is similar to the dicot root in many aspects or respects. That means the anatomy में काटिबा तले monocot root और dicot root पाखा पाखी समान रहिछि. किंतु एठी कौन अच्छी ना हेक्सार्क टू पॉलीआर्क, सेठी कौन थिला डायआर्क टू हेक्सार्क. एवं आउ कौन एक्स्ट्रा अच्छी ना इट हैज एपिब्लेमा रहिछि, नॉर्मल कॉर्टेक्स मध्ये रहिछि, एंडोडर्मिस मध्ये रहिछि, पेरिसाइकल अच्छी, मस्कुलर बंडल अच्छी, पीथ अच्छी. एज कंपेयर टू डाइकोट रूट व्हिच हैव फ्यूअर जाइलम बंडल्स. तो जाइलम बंडल एथिरे कम अच्छी एवं पीथ रा एथि टिके अधिका रहिछि. So this is the important points on monocot root and xylem is hexarch to polyarch. No तार मध्य जेमिति का हमें मोनो डाइकोट रे देखिलु तार मध्य हमें मोनोकट रे देखिबु. तो मोनोकट रे मध्य दीटा प्लान डायग्राम हैला, गोटेला ग्राउंड प्लान आ गोटे हमरो मैग्निफाइंग डायग्राम किंबा सेक्शनल व्यू. तो ग्राउंड प्लान रे देखो एटी हेक्सार्च टू पॉलीआर्च तो रेड कलर गणी दियो ताले देखिबो विल गेट 7 पैचेस ऑफ रेड कलर. So 7 patches means it is more than 6. So condition is hexarch and 7 means heptarch. एवं heptarch to polyarch or hexarch to polyarch. तो ये मझी पोजिशन पीथ से पीथ डिस्टिंक्ट नथिला एटी पीथ इज मोर डिस्टिंक्ट आउ प्राय समान रही एथिरे आउ गोटे डिफरेंस रही absence of conjunctive tissue एथिरे जनरली कंजक्टिव टिश्यू नाही आउ प्राय देखो सब जिनिस प्राय समान रही किछि प्राय डिफरेंस नाही सो पीथ इज मोर and absence of conjunctive tissue and another thing is xylem is dire to hexarch in dicot root anatomy but here it is hexarch to polyarch तो ये हला हमरो monocot root anatomy now we'll go to comparison कौन से जिनिस में कंपेयर करिबा ताले डिटेल्स हमें जानि परिबा तो now we'll go to comparison among the dicot root anatomy and monocot root anatomy so here the cortex is comparatively narrow cortex सरू हो जाइछि cortex is very wide or large बड़ हे गला vascular bundles are 2 to 6 that means vascular bundles are dia to hexarch here the vascular bundles are more than 6 cambium develops later during secondary growth in dicot root cambiums are developed in later stages however in case of monocot root cambium never developed in any stage pith is very small or poorly developed here the pith is large and well developed so example is peas motor gram butta maize maca dracena is a ornamental plant so these are the example of maize dracena are the monocots and peas and gram are the dicot so this is the comparison तो comparison देखिले हमें निश्चित जानी परिबा major difference तो now we'll go to the second part is the stem anatomy जिमिति root anatomy रे important point कहितली जे root को normal काटिले कोन देखा जिवो सेमिति हमर stem को normal काटिले कोन देखा जिवो here the cortex is well differentiated that means cortex is differentiated into hypodermis general cortex endodermis vascular bundles are conjoint collateral or bicollateral and open or closed so it is generally closed in monocot stem and open in dicot stem the next is xylem is endarch in case of root it was exarch here the xylem is endarch means protoxylem present towards center and metaxylem present towards periphery the last point is pith and medullary rays may be present or absent pith generally absent and medullary rays are generally absent in monocot stem and they are present in dicot stem then now we'll go details about the dicot stem so dicot stem epidermis is covered with a thin layer of cuticle epidermis चारिपटे छोट पतला आवरण थाए ताको हमें कहबा cuticle and chemically it is made up of cutin and may have trichomes or hairs and also stomata the cortex is made up of next to epidermis inner is the cortex so cortex is made up of multiple layers of cells including hypodermis middle layer of parenchymatous cells and inner layer of endodermis so here the cortex is well differentiated into hypodermis general cortex and endodermis and endodermis cells are rich in starch grains and forming the starch sheath so pericycle is present on the inner side of the endodermis so pericycle is present inner to endodermis layers of radially placed parenchyma between vascular bundles that means in between vascular bundles we will get the medullary rays and these medullary rays are generally absent in monocot stem a large number of vascular bundles are arranged in a ring so vascular bundles are arranged in a ring it is a very important point and in case of monocot stem they are diffusely present or present here and there each vascular bundle is conjoint collateral or bicollateral and open here the vascular bundles are always open and may be collateral or bicollateral and we'll get the bicollateral vascular bundle in cucurbits or Cockaru काकुड़ी कलरा ए टाइप रो प्लांट रे आमे पाइबा बाइकोलेटरल vascular bundle. And why it is open? Now open means in a vascular bundle in between xylem and phloem will get the cambium. So if the cambium is present in a vascular bundle, then it is open. If cambium is absent, then it is closed. So protoxylem is endark. Endark means protoxylem present towards periphery center and metaxylem towards periphery, and that condition is called as endark. And endark is found in stem anatomy and exarch is found in root anatomy. Now we'll go to the sectional view. This is the ground plan, overview, outline. This is the magnified sectional view. So in the ground plan we'll get jaha kuhagala se lekha jaichi epidermal hair, epidermis, next to epidermis is the hypodermis, then cortex is parenchymatous, then is the endodermis, then pericycle. Vascular bundles are found in a form of ring and central part is the pith. In between two vascular bundles we'll get the gap jagare rahichi amaro medullary range. No taku de me magnify kariba tale magnify dekho eta hela kono na trichomes or hairs. Next to that is the epidermis cuticle, then sometime the hypodermis is cholenchymatous, then cortex is parenchymatous, then inner to cortex is the endodermis, then inner to that pericycle, then we will get the phloem. Ei je kota kota daga heichi, this is the cambium and this is the xylem. And here the metaxylem present towards where? Na periphery. And here the small vessel type of structure, that is the protoxylem. So protoxylem towards center. So if the protoxylem present towards center, then that is called as, and metaxylem towards periphery, that condition is called as endark. And reverse is the exarch. And inner to that we will get the pith. ए जो मझिरे जो pith अछि याको मैग्निफाई कले pith देखा जाउची, and this is the parenchymatous in nature, or they are having the thin wall tissue. Then now we'll go to monocotyledon stem or anatomy of the monocot. So here the hypodermis is sclerenchymatous, but in case of dicot stem it was cholenchymatous. Here it is sclerenchyma or dead in nature. Then general cortex is replaced by ground tissue. The term general cortex is generally replaced by the term ground tissue. Then endodermis, pericycle, pith, cambium and medullary rays are absent, and these are present in dicot stem. However, endodermis, pericycle, pith, cambium and medullary rays are absent. Vascular bundles are conjoint, closed and scattered. So they are diffusely present or scatteredly present. Each vascular bundle is surrounded by a sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. So each vascular bundle is surrounded by parenchymatous, generally sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. That means vascular bundle is protected by sclerenchymatous bundle sheath or dead type of cell or tissue. Then phloem parenchyma is totally absent because it is underlined karichi, eta highlight karichi. So here the phloem ro gote component phloem parenchyma. In case of monocot stem, it is totally absent. And water containing cavities are present within the vascular bundle. So each vascular bundle contains water containing cavities. The water containing cavities is totally absent in case of dicot stem. So bartan dekhiba, this is the generally ground view, or we can say outline, and this is the magnifying structure. Outline ne dekho pile, eti kon heichi na, these are the vascular bundles. So they are not found in a form of ring, they are present in a diffuse manner or scatterly manner. किंतु आउ गोटे आमे नोटिस करिबा, बाहर को जो vascular bundle अछंती से माने they are generally smaller in size, एवं center आड़ को जो माने आसुचंती they are larger in size. So outer is epidermis, inner to epidermis is the hypodermis, then we will get the total the yellow color is the ground tissue, and within the ground tissue vascular bundles are present, absence of pericycle, absence of endodermis, absence of particularly pith, medullary rays. ए सब जिनस एटी देखा जाऊ नाही. देन एठी कोन अछि ना, मैग्निफाई कला परे एपिडर्मिस रहिला, ता तलको हाइपोडर्मिस रहिला. Then these are the vascular bundles and they are generally developed in a structure called as ground tissue. एवं ऊपर को रहिला phloem, तल को रहिला xylem. So this is the magnifying diagram and this is the outline or ground diagram. or sketch diagram ame koi pariba. Then now we'll go to the comparison. So dicot stem compare kariya monocot stem saita. So hypodermis is collenchymatous and hypodermis is sclerenchymatous. Cortex is well differentiated into hypodermis, general cortex and endodermis, whereas in case of monocot stem it is not well differentiated. Endodermis, pericycle, pith and medullary are present, and these structures are absent in monocot stem. Vascular bundles are arranged in a form of ring, and here they are scatterly present in case of monocot stem. And vascular bundles are conjoint, collateral or bicollateral and always open. But here vascular bundles are conjoint, collateral, never bicollateral, and absence of pith, so it is closed. Vascular cambium active, secondary vascular tissues produced, and vascular cambium absent. Normally secondary growth or secondary tissue is generally absent in case of monocot stem. Now we'll go to start dorsiventral or dicotyledonous leaf. Then after that we will go to the monocot leaf. So if we will go to the leaf anatomy, the leaf lamina of a dorsiventral leaf has three parts, that is epidermis, mesophyll tissue and vascular tissue system. The upper epidermis, generally it is called as adaxial epidermis, and lower one is called as abaxial. So adaxial GA, upper CA এবং ventral CA, abaxial GA, dorsal CA, lower CA. So the upper epidermis is adaxial epidermis and lower one is called abaxial epidermis. More number of stomata are present on the abaxial epidermis or particularly towards the dorsal surface or lower surface. There are two types of cells in the mesophyll tissue, that is palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. The palisade parenchyma is placed adaxially. So palisade parenchyma is placed adaxially. Adaxially means they are present towards upper surface, and spongy parenchyma are present towards the lower surface. So spongy parenchyma are present towards the lower surface and the palisade parenchyma are present towards the upper surface. There are numerous large spaces and air cavities between the cells of spongy parenchyma are present, and vascular bundles are surrounded by a layer of thick walled bundle sheath cells. Then now we'll go to the anatomical structure of the dicot leaf. So if we'll cut the dicot leaf pile, ताले मु ऑलरेडी कहिछि ये हला अपर एपिडर्मिस, ये हला लोअर एपिडर्मिस. अपर एपिडर्मिस ऊपर रहिला क्यूटिकल, लोअर एपिडर्मिस तळे रहिला पर्टिकुलरली तुमर क्यूटिकल. So just below the upper epidermis we will get the mesophyll tissue. These are the parallelly arranged cylindrical shaped mesophyll tissue, and these are the what? Spongy parenchyma. These are the spongy parenchyma and these are packing parenchyma. So palisade parenchyma are present towards upper epidermis, spongy parenchyma are present towards lower epidermis. एपट देखो upper epidermis discontinuous है नहीं continuous. एटी देखो मझे गोटे गोटे कटि जाइछ. जोउडा कटि छि द stomata or this is the stoma. And also lower epidermis sometimes contains epidermal hair. So a gap देखुछ, these are containing the oxygen or we can say a respiratory cavity. Then you know that covering is the bundle sheath, and xylem are present towards upper part and phloem are present towards lower part. So xylem ta rahichi upar adaku, phloem rahichi tala adaku. So this is the anatomical view or the anatomical structure of the transverse section of sunflower, or we can say dicot leaf. Now we will go to start isobilateral or monocot leaf. We can go for the isobilateral or anatomy of monocot leaf. So here what happened? The stomata are present on both surfaces of an isobilateral leaf. In earlier case it was stomata are present in the lower surface, but here they are present on both the surfaces, that is upper as well as lower. The mesophyll is not differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. However, the mesophyll tissue is generally appearing as spongy type. some adaxial epidermal cells in grasses are modified into large empty cells called bulliform or motor cells जे कि तुमरो leaf rolling किंबा leaf folding करिबारे help करिवो. So these are the empty cells called as bulliform or motor cells. When the bulliform cells absorb water, they become turgid. फुली जाउछ. यदि पानी absorb करिवो से माने फुली जिवे एवं फुली गला परे कोन हबो ना leaf surface is exposed. बाहर को बाहर जीवो जेते सुखी जीवो leaf has to roll. So during water stress, when the bulliform cells become flaccid, the leaves curl माने मोड़ी जीवा inwards भीतर आड़कू to minimize the water loss. तो surface area यदि physics पाठ surface area कमी गला ताले पानी मध्य कम requirement हबो, transpiration कम हबो. यदि surface area बढ़ी गला ताले कोन हबो ना पानी transpiration अधिका हबो. तो एठी मोर कहबार अछि the grasses are generally acting as weeds because जेते बेले पानी शॉर्टेज हुए पत्र उडा मोड़ी जाए एवं जेते पानी शॉर्टेज न हुए एक्सेस पानी पत्र सब खोली जाए. So these are opening and closing or rolling of the leaves are generally due to the presence of the particular bulliform or motor cells. So here the anatomy देखो एठी जदि हम डिटेल्स anatomy जिबा एठी मध्ये देखो upper epidermis discontinuous, lower epidermis discontinuous due to presence of stomata. So upper epidermis ऊपर रही cuticle तले मध्य रही cuticle. Here देखो गोटे type the parenchyma only one type that is mesophyll tissue is generally appearing a spongy type. And here also bundle sheath present, but एठी देखो गोटे जिंस they are found in a line. काहे कि ना they are having the parallel venation, so they are arranged in a form of line. Then same thing, xylem is present towards upper and phloem is present towards lower surface. So this is the anatomical view or anatomical structure of monocot leaf. Yes. Now we'll go to the comparison. So if we'll compare the dicot leaf with monocot leaf, so first point we can say stomata are found mostly on the lower epidermis in case of dicot leaf. However, stomata are present on both lower and upper epidermis. Mesophyll tissue is differential into palisade and spongy parenchyma. किंतु monocot leaf रे undifferentiated mesophyll tissue and mostly spongy parenchyma type are present. Bundle sheath is mostly parenchymatous. Here bundle sheath is sclerenchymatous. So here it is bundle sheath is parenchymatous, here it is sclerenchymatous. Bulliform cells are absent in case of dicot leaf. However, bulliform cells are present in case of monocot leaf. So example of dicot leaf is Mangifera indica, mango, ambo, giames, botanical na hela mocha, kiba corn, kiba maize hela English, odia hela mocha, so mocha hela monocot leaf for example, and dicot leaf for example hela Mangifera indica or mango. Now we'll go to start what is secondary growth. पिले तुम्हें देखुथबो तुम भितरे दी तीन कैटेगरी पिला अछंती. किछि पिला देखियो पतला, किछि पिला देखियो साउंड हेल्थ, आउ किछि पिला मोटा. तेणु आमर जनरली थम रूल है 15-16 वर्ष पर पिला माने लंबा रे बढ़ंती उच्चता बढ़िबो नाही. कौन बढ़िबो ओसार बढ़ी बढ़ी जीवो. लास्ट रे तुम 40-45 वर्ष देखिबो तुमर फोटो एबे रखिदिबो 40-45 इयर्स फोटो मते देखिबो तुम निजे को चिनी पारिबो नाही मु एते पतला थिली किंतु बर्तन मोटा हो जाइछि. व्हाई ना दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ग्रोथ. सो हम लंबा कमी गला आमे कोउतरे बढ़िलु ओसार रे बढ़ी बढ़ी चलिलु. सिमितिका प्लांट मध्य किंतु लंबा हाइट बढ़िबा सहित ओसार रे मध्य बढ़ी बढ़ी चलीछि. मु गोटे एग्जांपल देली गोटे वर्षर आंब गछ को तुमे छोट सरू ब्लेड नै काटि पारिबो. 5 वर्षर आंब गछ काटि पारिबो नाही. काहे कि ना बिकॉज़ दे आर हैविंग ए पर्टिकुलर ग्रोथ और इंक्रीजिंग ऑफ girth, 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 मोटाई और diameter. So what is secondary growth? Now the increase in girth of a plant body is called secondary growth. तो plant body रे तो मोटाई बढ़िला, तो मोटाई बढ़िला आस्ते आस्ते गछर लंबा हवा सहित ओसार मध्य बढ़िला ताकू हमें कहलु secondary growth. So the tissues involved in secondary growth are किए ना vascular cambium and cork cambium. दीटा टिश्यू रहिछि जो मानन को हमें कहउछु lateral meristem एवं बेले बेले सेमान मध्य किछि अछंती secondary meristem एवं सेमानंकर ग्रोथ होउछि एवं विभिन्न पैटर्न ग्रोथ हेले आमे पाइबा गछर मोटेई बढ़िबो. सो आमे जानिछु apical meristem and intercalary meristem are helping in increasing of height of the plant, whereas lateral meristem are increasing in girth or diameter of the plant. So now we'll go to the vascular cambium kon ame janiba ebong how it performs the role. So in case of young stem, vascular cambium is present in patches as a single layer between xylem and phloem. Particularly in dicot stem, they are available in the form of patches in between xylem and phloem, and finally it forms a complete ring at later stage. Parabarti samayre vascular cambium kon habo na ote complete ring tiyari karibo, kimiti tiyari karibo ame padiba. So that is the activity of the cambial ring. So actually what happened? The cambial ring becomes active. Cambium is generally present in between the xylem and phloem, and the cambial ring becomes active and begins to cut off new cells both towards the inner and outer side. The complete ring हे साला परे से नुआ सेल सब तैयारी करियो बाहर पटको भीतर पटको, किंतु भीतर पटको अधिका फॉर्मेशन हबो बाहर पटको कम हबो in case of cambial ring. So the cells which are cut off towards the pith mature into secondary xylem, जो मझी आड़ को जीवो सेंटर आड़ को से कौन करिवो ना secondary xylem तैयारी करिवो. The cells which are cut off towards periphery mature into secondary phloem. तो भीतर आड़ को तैयारी हबो secondary xylem एवं pith आड़ को एवं बाहर को जदी गला तैयारी हबो कोन ना secondary phloem. The cambium is more active on the inner side than on the outer side. तो मु ऑलरेडी कहि छी inner side को बेसी cambium active थाए बाहर पट को एते न थाए. As a result, what happen? The amount of secondary xylem produced is more than that of secondary phloem. तो भीतर पट को यदि अधिका कट हला सेल बाहरिला ताले एटी कोन हबो ना particularly amount of secondary xylem production will be more than that of secondary phloem. So the primary and secondary phloems get gradually crossed. तामाने से माने तांको भीतर tightness thickening बाड़िया पिटा हेबे के cross हे जिबे किबा भिडी जिबे. So due to the continued formation and accumulation of secondary xylem. तो अधिका जे तो secondary xylem तैयारी हैला तो primary phloem और secondary phloem तांको भीतर ठेलाठेली हेबे एवं compact हे कि tight हे कि रहिबे. At some places the cambium forms a narrow band of parenchyma. किछि जगह रे मध्य बेले बेले छोटो छोटो बैंड रो parenchyma देखा जाए which passes through the secondary xylem and the secondary phloem in radial direction. तो radial direction से मध्य बड़ी बड़ी चलिबो. So these are the secondary medullary rays. तेनु xylem phloem सहित मध्य आउ गुटे तयारी हबो in between the xylem and phloem patch, in between the two vascular bundle will get the secondary medullary rays. तो ताको हमें डायग्राम आकार रे बुझिया पे चेष्टा करिछु. तो देखो, and secondary growth particularly in the stem is available in dicot, not in monocot. However, in few monocot stem will get the secondary growth, and these are the abnormal type. So anyhow, its secondary growth is very common in dicot stem and also in few cases in dicot root, and particularly in monocot root and stem it is generally absent. If it is present, then that is called as abnormal type. तो प्रथम डायग्राम में देखिबा देखो, the vascular bundles are found in a form of ring एवं जो येलो टाइप रो देखा जाउची दिस इज द कैम्बियम एवं जो ऊपर को रहिची डॉट डॉट गोल गोल देखा दिस इज द फ्लोएम, रेड कलर द जाइलेम, मझिएला पिथ. तापर देखो एटी कोन हेची कंप्लीट कैम्बियम रिंग एटी तयारी हे गला. They are forming a complete cambium ring. Once complete cambium ring तयारी हे गला, they are forming the secondary xylem and particularly secondary phloem tissue in one layer, and later stages these are converted into many layers. देखो ये पूरा pith टा बहुत बड़ा थिला, आस्ते आस्ते pith छोटा हे गला, because towards the pith we will get the excess amount of secondary xylem due to the activity of cambium ring at stellar or central region. So next हमें जिबा how the spring wood and autumn wood is formed due to secondary growth. So जो wood माने काठ, जो काठ spring season ने तैयारी हबो शीत दिन परे ताको हमें कहबा spring wood, एवं winter season पूर्वर जो काठ तैयारी हबो ताको हमें कहबा autumn wood. एवं एतिक मन रख spring wood रो thickness हला अधिका, autumn wood रो thickness कम, तेणु गोटे वर्ष रे स्प्रिंग वुड प्लस ऑटम वुड मिसिला परे गोटे स्ट्रक्चर तैयारी करिवो ताकू हमें कहबा एनुअल रिंग एंड इफ विल काउंट द एनुअल रिंग इन ए प्लांट यदि गछ कटा जाइछि गछर गंडी रही कि गछ लग होती ताकू देखिबो भल कि मझिरे देखिबो कला हेतो चारिपटे रिंग 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 गोल गोल हेकी थिबो एंड दीज आर द एनुअल रिंग सो ता विषय में टिके जानिबा सो कैम्बियम इज वेरी एक्टिव ड्यूरिंग द स्प्रिंग सीजन बट लेस एक्टिव ड्यूरिंग द विंटर or autumn season. Hence, during spring, a large number of xylem elements are formed, having the wider vessels. During winter, less xylem elements are formed, having narrow vessels. The wood formed during spring summer is called spring wood. The wood formed during winter is called autumn wood, or we can say also winter wood. The two kinds of wood appear as alternate concentric rings in transverse section of a trunk of a tree, and these are called annual rings, which generally provide the information about the age of the tree. So how will know the age of the tree? Now simply by counting the annual ring. Suppose the counting the annual ring हमें गोल गोल देखिलु 10टा ताले age of the plant हमें कहि परिबा 10 years. तो ये देख गोटे एनुअल रिंग तुमको देखी स्क्रीन उपरे तो ये देख ये सब रिंग गोटे गोटे तुम काठर लग काटिला परे यही टाइप देखा जाए तो जितेटा एनुअल रिंग अच्छी ताकू आम कहवा ये देख ये गोटे एनुअल रिंग ये आउ गोटे गार गुड़ा नुह ठीक जिनस गोटे एनुअल रिंग तो एनुअल रिंग भितर देख गोटे रही अल्प अमाउंट वुड ताकू आम कहलु ऑटम वुड अधिक अमाउंट वुड ताकू कहलु स्प्रिंग वुड तो स्प्रिंग वुड ऑटम वुड हैला माने गोटे रिंग तैयारी ये गोटे एमितिका ए गछरे देखि काउंट करबा मोर देन 30 दैट इज द एज ऑफ द प्लांट सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एनुअल रिंग देन नाउ विल गो टू द हार्टवुड एंड सैपवुड हार्ट माने मझिरे जोटा रहितो हार्ट एवं सैप माने साइड रे रहितो एतिक मन हार्ट माने सेंट्रल पार्ट द वुड इज द हार्टवुड एवं पेरिफेराल वुड इज द सैपवुड तो कौन से गछ को जदि काटिबा मझी काठ थिबो मंज काठ ओडिया रे हमें कहूचु सो मंज काठ माने हार्टवुड पलख काठ किंबा साइड रे थिबो ताको हमें कहबा सैपवुड सो इन ऑल ट्रीज द ग्रेटर पार्ट ऑफ द सेकेंडरी xylem is dark in color, hard and resistant to insect attacks by the microorganism and insect also. So this region is made of dead elements with highly lignified walls, and this wood is called as heartwood. So the wood which is found in the central part of the stem is called heartwood. These are compact, dark, resistant to insect, pest, even the termite. We को मध्य resistant देखौछ. So the heartwood gives mechanical support but does not conduct water. ये गछ को strength और stamina दबो पवन को रक्षा करिवो किंतु dead tissue जुगरु पानी ता थ्रो रे कंडक्ट हेई परिबो नाही. The peripheral part of the secondary xylem is light color. बाहर पटला light color ताको हमें कहबा sapwood, and this is known as sapwood which helps in conduction of water and minerals. So heartwood is dead and otherwise known as duramen, impervious to insect, very compact, hard, dark in color. Whereas the sapwood is soft, generally living in nature, helping in conduction of water and minerals, and generally not used for making of furniture etc. So ये देखो हमें देखिचु हार्टवुड आउ सैपवुड करिचु तो हार्टवुड देखो मझिरा बहुत डार्क कलर देखा गला दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हार्टवुड पड़ख काटे साइड रे मध्य वुड अछि दैट इज द सैपवुड तो एई पार्ट को हमें जनरली हमें कोन करूचु ना यूज करूचु मेकिंग ऑफ फर्नीचर एवं ताको मध्य हमें सेक्शनल व्यू देइचु हमें एको एई पार्ट को हमें कहलु बार्क बकल तो बकल परे वुड आरंभ होय जे बकल कहार बकल हमें खाउचु ना दालचीनी रो बकल हमें खाउचु तो बकल रे मध्य रही जे तुमरो पेरिडम कर्केमियम कर्क भस्कुलर केमियम ए सब जिंस रेडियल सेक्शन करिकि हम देखिलु सो ये हला बकल बकल को मध्य हम यूज करू दालचीनी रो एवं ये हला मझिटाला हार्टवुड साइड रेला सैपवुड एवं सेंट्रल पार्ट देखा हला पिथ एवं एवडा सो रेज अछि मिडल रेज गोटे दाग होइछ सो इट द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सैपवुड एंड हार्टवुड तुमको स्क्रीन ऊपर तुमको देखा गला तो नेक्स्ट हमें जिबा कर्क केमियम कोन ना कर्क जोठी थिबो सेठी केमियम तयारी हबो सो कर्क केमियम इज a particular type of structure generally found in the extracellular region or particularly the cortex region, and sometimes helping in increasing of girth or diameter. So cork cambium is the meristematic tissue which develops in the cortex region is called cork cambium, or the other name of cork cambium is phellogen. এটা এন্ট্রান্স পরীক্ষারে কিংবা তোমার পরীক্ষারে পচারিবার সম্ভাবনা রয়েছে। The phellogen of the cork cambium cuts off cells on both sides. The outer cells differentiate to form cork or phloem, while the inner cells differentiated into secondary cortex or phelloderm. तो ये तीनटे टर्म आसिला कोन ना गोटे आसिला phloem or the cork cambium, phellogen is the cork and phelloderm is the secondary cortex. तो तीनटा को दी मिसेई दबा तीनों मिलाकर ताले आसिगला phloem, phellogen and phelloderm are commonly known as periderm. So एटी कौन आसिला ना cork और phloem, phloem एला कौन ना outer wall, phloem पर रहिला cork cambium that is phellogen एवं secondary cortex एला phelloderm. So phloem, phellogen and phelloderm are generally commonly known as or collectively known as periderm. So periderm with something is the bark or buccal. So due to activity of the cork cambium, pressure builds up on the remaining layers of peripheral to phellogen. तेणु जिते बेले cork cambium activity होबो pressure बढ़िबो काने cork cambium rule ला it cuts more amount of secondary less amount of secondary cortex towards inner side and more amount of cork towards outer side. तो बाहर पड़ो जो cork अधिया कट कला एवं एटा secondary cortex रो modification तो finally कौन होबो ना तुमरो epidermis ऊपर pressure होबो एवं epidermis को burst करिवो एवं burst किछि जगह रे कले whole stem रे आमे पाइबु कोन ला lenticell. So these layers gradually die and fall off एवं die हे जिवो एवं पड़ी जिवो. तो याकु आमे जनरली कहबा particularly lenticell. Now we'll go to the lenticell. एटी देखो lenticell आगो डायग्राम बुझेई दउची तापरे पढौची. lenticell देखो एटा ला epidermis, एटी epidermis ये rupture करि गला काहे कि due to excess activity of the cork cambium. The cork cambium excess activity of the phloem, phellogen, phelloderm. So due to excess activity of the phellogen, cork is formed dead and finally put the pressure एवं एटी cut कर देला भांगी देला and will get the permanent opening that is the lenticell. So एटी कौन है at certain regions the phellogen cuts off closely arranged parenchymal cells on the outer side instead of cork cells. So it cuts more amount of cork towards outer side. These parenchymal cells soon rupture the epidermis, forming a lens-shaped opening called lenticell. So lenticells permit the exchange of gases between the outer atmosphere and the internal tissue of the stem. So lenticell कौन करूची ना it helping in exchange of gases in between the internal tissue and the atmosphere. So it is the permanent opening of the old stem due to the activity of cork cambium at extrastellar region. Now we'll go to study details about the secondary growth in roots. In dicot root there is also chance of secondary growth. Then how it will be formed, how the secondary growth occurs in root, that will study किमितिका secondary growth root रे होउची ताकु आमे टिके वर्तमान स्टडी करिबा किबा डिस्कस करिबा. The vascular cambium of the dicot root originates from the tissue located just below the phloem bundles. The phloem patch अछि से phloem patch रो तळे generally तुमरा vascular cambium develop करे and generally they are developed from the conjunctive tissue. A portion of pericycle tissue present above the protoxylem forms a continuous wavy ring. It gradually becomes circular. धीरे धीरे गोल हे जिबा wavy थिबो ढेउ ढेउ थिबो तबरे गोल हे गला. And rest of the steps are similar to dicot stem. तापरे कोन हबो ना that is acting as cambium एवं जहा dicot रे stem रे अछि it cuts more amount of secondary xylem towards inner side and less amount of secondary phloem towards outer side. सेही फॉर्मूला रे से कोन करिवो ना secondary xylem center आडको अधिका हबो एवं secondary phloem बाहर को कम हबो. So rest of the steps are similar as in dicot stem. The secondary growth takes place in stems and roots of gymnosperm. It is also found in secondary stems. A secondary growth also found in the stem and roots of gymnosperm. Angiosperm छाड़ला परे मध्य root और stem रो gymnosperm में देखा जाए. However, no secondary growth occurs in monocots. Generally monocot रे normally secondary growth देखा जाए नहीं. May be stem, may be root in general cases. Then now how it will be formed में देखिबा. एटी देखो ए रे प्रथम डायग्राम देखो दिस इज द फ्लोएम एंड दिस इज द जाइलेम फ्लोएम रो तल को आमे कहिलु ए जे फ्लोएम रो तल को से रिगेन द मेरिस्टेमेटिक एक्टिविटी एवं जनरली कंजक्टिव टिश्यू थाए से कौन करिवो ना कैम्बियम आकार रे फॉर्मेशन हबो तो कैम्बियम फॉर्मेशन हला परे एइमटा ओभी टाइप रो ए टाइप रहला देखो एटी वर्तमान ए टाइप रो ओभी टाइप रही कि पैच है कि तैयारी हे गला कंप्लीट गोटे ओभी स्ट्रक्चर हे गला ओभी स्ट्रक्चर हला परे से प्रेशर आसिला कट कला गोटे राउंडेड स्ट्रक्चर हला एवं ए कंडीशन रे देखो टेट्रार कंडीशन अछि तो तापर राउंडेड हला परे मझी पार्ट कंपैक्ट हे गला एवं सेकंड ग्रोथ कंटीन्यूअस हे चलीला जेमि का स्टेम रे देखा जाए सिंधा रूट रे देखा गला एंड फाइनली विल गेट द सेकंड ग्रोथ स्ट्रक्चर इन रूट as in similar to that of dicot stem तो एठी कोन हला पिले ना एठी जनरली कैम्बियम टोटली न थाए here the cambium has to develop just below the primary phloem or you can say phloem so they regain the meristematic activity and acting as cambium कि सेठी कोन ना cambium is generally present in a vascular bundle in dicot stem so lastly we'll go for the summarize the chapter जहा जी पढिल तो कमे समरी आकार टिके जानिबा एवं जोटा कि तुम ब्रेन ने टिके रहिबो so summary जदे में देखिबा तो monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous plants show marked variation in their internal structure तो monocot और dicot रो internal structure गुडाए variation रहिछि the different type number and location of vascular bundle type of vascular bundle is different number of vascular bundle is different and location of vascular bundles are also different काहे कि ना in case of dicot stem आमे vascular bundle पाउच in form of ring in case of monocot stem they are scatterly present the secondary growth occurs in most of the dicotyledonous root or dicot root and stems and it increases the girth motae or diameter of the organs by the activity of the vascular cambium and cork cambium the wood is actually secondary xylem जो wood टा formation होची that is a secondary xylem there are different types of wood on the basis of their composition and time of production सेतरे मध्य different types of wood formation होची on the basis of their composition and time of production there are also woods are also different types like heartwood sapwood etc so these are the summary of this chapter thank you everybody thank you